Greetings and welcome back to Mechwarrior 3 Pirates Moon. I'm Falconer Grey and we're going to be continuing on with the pirate campaign. We are now at mission 5. Going to be using a different strategy as it didn't work out well for us last time. Running some faster mechs was a great way to get us to the objective in time, but then we just didn't have the armor to deal with it. So we're going to split our lance up, send the lance mates up to the objective through the north, and I'll run down through the south. And that should hopefully allow us to take care of all of the enemies that we come across without being caught in a crossfire like we were last time out. So to do that, I will be using the Supernova. Heaviest mech that we have, lots of armor, very heavy weapons, 4 large pulse lasers, 4 ER medium lasers, and lots of heat sinks. We have our Warhawk Nanook, same that we provided the Lancemate to last time. You'll also notice that we now have a second Warhawk, so we're taking advantage of that. We'll say it's a glitch, we'll say it's a bug, because I don't think that we're supposed to have 2, but as we've mentioned previously, it seems that the pirate campaign has something funny going on with how it provides us with mechs and inventory. I'd love to learn more about it. Maybe I'll have a play around once the campaign is complete. And then we have our final Lancemate using an avatar with a modified loadout that we used before with the Thunderbolts and MRMs. So let's see how this works out.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Scourge to all units, listen up. Latest intel expects a Fed Sun's attack on the landing site. 2 enemy lances have been spotted. We've got our work cut out for us.
What's the plan, boss?
We'll try to disrupt them at the ruins. If that doesn't happen, we fall back to the base and provide support for the tankers there. Got it?
10-4, boss.
Understood, sir.
The plan sounds a little, simplistic, sir.
Watch your mouth, new guy. Do as you're told or I'll shoot you myself.
That's as friendly as he gets, Blade. I'd watch it if I were you.
Right. Got it.
So the first thing that we've done is ordered all 3 of our Lancemates to head to the northern objective. And it seems that they've all 3 now successfully made the first jump. That's a good start. We learnt in the previous mission that we're able to use our Lancemates in this way to send them off to take care of other objectives, and they seem to be able to manage that, which is encouraging. With the way that these missions are going, I think that we need to be playing that strategy a bit more, because these missions are now becoming time critical. We've got objectives to defend, bits of terrain to run into, strikers to fall over. That's okay.
Targeting.
Here we have our first opposition, a Clint. It is ridiculous that this thing is able to fire these lasers like it does. And that bushwhacker is doing damage. We might have to target it first. So, Clint down, bushwhacker, and where's the other one? Off into the distance. This guy's fresh, but he won't be for long. I love these large pulse lasers, they're doing a fantastic job. We'll send our Lancemates, sorry, not our Lancemates, our MFB up our way, because we are likely going to have to repair after this. And he's done. We've got these 2 strikers. Shouldn't give us too much of a challenge. And that should put us in a much better position to continue on.
Presence sighted at ruins. You are cleared to engage.
What's taking you so long?
Scourge to all units. Enemy presence at ruins eliminated. Proceed to landing site to reinforce defense units there.
Okay, so
Great. Babysitting. I hate
secondary objective completed.
I've always found it to be an honor
We still have 3 lance mates.
Do you, Blade?
And we can see up on the map that there is weapons fire happening up that way. So, fingers crossed that they are able to return fire, survive, do some damage of their own. It looks like up on the map we can see some missile fire when it happens. There was a bit going back and
Come
forth,
and help me. Don't just sit there.
as you can see there. So there's definitely some action happening. We are going to take the time to repair and hopefully make our way up and
Help me out, you
either
scum.
save the day, or they might actually get all of this done without me. You never know. So we'll get this quick repair in.
We
have arrived and are ready to deploy.
Power. Come and help me. Don't just sit there.
I've had some difficulty in repairing at times, which is...
Breaking off. Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
Thank you. It shouldn't be this much.
Mission successful.
Mission
Okay,
successful.
people.
Okay.
Looks like the last of them for now. Stand back and wait for new orders.
We didn't really do anything.
That was intense. I don't think I'll ever look at base defense the same way again.
Good. At least you learned something. Now stop yapping and get that mech cleaned up.
So there you go. We missed the party, but it seems as if this was the right strategy. Splitting the forces, relying on the lance mates. I'll take it. So you can see that, well, we still did the bulk of the lifting. 3 mechs, 2 vehicles for us, and then 1 mech each for our lance mates. So I think that where we came unstuck last time was that having all of us in the one place just meant that we were getting attacked from all sides. We didn't have enough armor and firepower to deal with it. So interesting way to win, but a victory is a victory.
Susie Ryan plans to land a dropship with reinforcements at the Deception Ridge site. It's sure to pull in the Fed Sun's Lance patrolling that area, and she wants me there to safeguard the ship. I can think of better uses of my talents than simply guarding a landing site. If we waste the patrol, it leaves open the northern approach to the Federated Sun's Deception Pass base. If I can move against it at once before they pull additional forces from the canyon base, I should be able to destroy its defenses. It won't be easy, especially considering the unstable terrain. But if we can take that base, we can strike below the clouds at Madre itself. Mistress Ryan will learn to appreciate my work.
Alright, I wish we got a little bit more information or some clearer direction about what to expect with the mission here, because are we defending? Are we attacking? Not really sure. We'll figure it out as we go. But let's see, what do we have to work with? A full lance once again, and some assault mechs this time. So we have an awesome, there's a vulture there as well, Avatar, Centurion, and a Sunder. So plenty to play with. Once again, I'll cut things here, get us set up, and we'll be back really shortly and continue on with the mission. Okay, picking up again with Mission 6 of the Pirate Campaign. We've got everything all set up now and ready to go. The lance we'll be using is a Sunder for myself with 3 light Gauss rifles, an ER PPC, and 4 ER small lasers. The Sunder is a new mech to us in this run, first time I've used it, and the light Gauss rifles are a new weapon for Pirates Moon, so let's give that all a go. We're using the same avatar for a lance mate that we've used before. The Thunderbolts and MRMs are working really well, so we'll stick with that. And we've got 2 awesomes joining us. The first with 2 large lasers, 2 LRM-10s, and 4 Streak SRM-6, so a balanced long and short range loadout there. And the second will use an MRM-20, 2 large pulse lasers, and 4 medium X-pulse lasers. So we've got a bit of a varied lance here. All the loadouts were just put together with what we had to work with. It was severely limited this time out, not a lot to choose from, but we'll make it work. Let's get stuck into it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Already we're under attack,
To all units. Looks like we have unwanted guests.
Of course.
so we'll send our lance mates forward.
Protect the site.
Protect this ship. I got a scratch, Scourge, and you'll answer to me.
So we need to
Missile launch
defend
detected.
this base. I'm
Missile
already
launch
getting missiles on me.
detected.
I don't know
Targeting.
where exactly, but here he is. Oh, Wish we had a targeting computer with these projectile weapons. But it sounds like we've already taken one out. These Gauss rifles fire quick. Make sure our lance mates are helping out. I can already see on the map there's more coming. Okay, 2 Orions down. We've got 2 Sunders coming in. So we need to defend the base that we're at here at the start, and then move on and take out the enemy base. So we'll take our time with this. That's our MFDs. We don't want to be rushing on ahead and finding ourselves surrounded. I don't mind these light Gauss rifles. Oh, and they're out of ammo, so... Probably should have carried a bit more with us, but we will get a reload from the MFBs in just a moment. That is also why we bought these small lasers with us. More coming. We've got light mechs. Got a Puma. 2 Pumas coming. First one down. On to the second. And he didn't last long.
For all the good it's gonna do them, scourge arrogance. Aye, Commander, with pleasure. Time to hit them where they live, boys.
Alright, so that worked well. It's always a bit easier when you've got the high ground and they're coming straight for you. But I'm happy. So let's repair, reload, and we'll head on for the base. So those light Gauss rifles were doing fairly well. They fire so quick though, which I wasn't really expecting. I'd had a look at how much ammo I was carrying and thought I would be fine.
Repairs are done and we're heading out.
Thinking, surely I'm not going to be firing that often, but I was mistaken.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader.
So,
Transferring now.
how's everybody else looking?
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
We'll get everybody all good to go.
For repairs, huh?
Want to make sure we've got plenty of ammo and no issues with armor. Because if we're heading down to destroy a base, we should expect that they're going to be defending it hard.
Targeting.
So this is the Thunderbolt carrying avatar getting fixed up. Then we've got 2 Awesomes. Although this guy seems like he's doing alright, we might be able to continue
Your
on.
mech is fixed. Moving out. Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
So that will be... That's
We
the
have
first one
arrived
done.
and are ready to deploy.
Returning for maintenance.
And this will get us sorted. Now this map we played earlier, of course, in this campaign, but also in the mercenary campaign, and we had some issues crossing that terrain in the middle, so we're going to stay well away from that central area. Don't want to be dropping into any gaps. There was a section during that mercenary campaign where some ground actually fell out from under our feet, so we don't want to lose our lance mates or ourselves from any of that. But they're coming at us, so I don't mind that.
Pleasure.
Maybe this will allow us
Someone help me.
to take them out one at a time. So with that, let us begin our push towards the base.
Adjusting course to follow. Oh, of course, Commander.
We've got a long-range loadout this time, not just myself, but others, our lance mates as well. We've got large lasers, we've got LRMs, we've also got those Thunderbolts, which seem to have quite an extensive range. So I don't mind if we're picking them off at range like this. We didn't even take any incoming fire from that Orion, so that worked well. This map has got pretty open spaces, so actually why don't we just send our guys straight on ahead.
Agreed. Of course.
I will comply.
Our lance mates have been doing pretty well when we've sent them off to focus on our objectives, and I think that it is perhaps better for perhaps a better strategy to send them to order them to attack rather than to follow me. They seem to want to stick around my mech, and sometimes are hesitant to engage or pick up a target, whereas sending them onwards, they seem pretty aggressive and accurate, so I got to say I'm happy with that.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
We
Roger
will
that,
send the
Landsmater.
MFBs
Transferring now.
further forward with us, just in case we need to pull back for repairs and reload. But we're looking pretty good. So we're coming up on the target base, and there's nothing on the radar just as of yet. I don't know if I should be worried about that.
Targeting.
Here we go, Asunder.
Agreed. Of course.
I will
First
comply.
target, actually.
Holding position.
Is
This
he
is a
going to
waste of
come
time.
to us?
Yes, yes.
So we've just ordered our lance mates to hold, but actually, no, let's try and get that high ground.
With pleasure.
But
Yes.
he is going to come over this ridge straight for us, and we should light him up and take him
Bad Cat
down.
1 to all units. Here we go. Time to rock and roll. Concentrate fire on their mechs and watch out for those turrets. I need help
Arrived and
now.
are ready to deploy.
Thunder down.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Excellent, Scourge. That base is ripe for the picking.
I was expecting more. I'm still a little bit
Lieutenant Austin to enemy
Oh,
commander.
of course, Commander.
Answer if you have the
As you
spy.
wish.
Austin, this is your opponent. Speak your piece.
Let's settle this the old-fashioned way. You and me. Winner takes all.
Sorry, cowboy. You fight a belter, you fight us all.
Of
Scourge
course.
out.
I will comply.
Right, I'm not quite sure what to expect here, but it feels like they're setting us up for a trap of some sort, because clearly there is still... We can't be done with it yet, so we've sent our lance mates on around. If there is a trap waiting for us on the other side, they'll spring it. But we've just had that dialogue from the enemy about wanting to settle this. But here is our base. I'm not sure what our objective actually is. Everything's clear. We need to destroy the base, so we'll assume that that's... There we go. So that dialogue was misplaced, perhaps. But that's another win. Things are going well.
I can't say I'm pleased with our current situation. Command is really spreading our forces out. Both Trey and the new guy have been temporarily reassigned to other units until things settle down in the crater. That leaves Deuce and myself to handle the latest assignment, guarding a hidden stash of germanium on the surface. Several of our camps could be hit any time now, and I get to sit on my can and watch a stack of crates. The logic of it escapes me. I'm not sure which bothers me more, this babysitting job or missing out on the real action. I just hope there's a base to come back to when this assignment ends.
Okay, so it sounds like there is just the two of us. But a defense mission, I don't mind that. If we are carrying enough firepower, and we've got a supernova here, which is great. We've got a supernova. If we can use that same loadout as before, that would be fantastic. A supernova, a warhawk, and a sunder for our loadouts, or for our available mechs. So let's see what we can put together. Hopefully we've got enough to build ourselves a decent pair. because it is a bit annoying to have to go through this every single time. But hey, that's all part of it. I'll be back in a moment and we will continue. And back at it. Back in the Supernova this time. Unfortunately not able to use the same pulse laser loadout as we had before. That one worked really well. But going for a modified primary loadout. So keeping the 6 ER large lasers and then making sure we had maximum armor and as many heat sinks as we can cram in. Very simple, but this is going to do the job. And then we've given our lance mate the same warhawk that we used in the mercenary campaign. So a slightly modified primary loadout, just going for all PPCs, more heat sinks, getting rid of the LRM in favor of that. And really simple, but will hopefully do the job. So the mission that we've got, as you can see on the map, only one nav point, which is the start point. We're told it's a defense mission. So if we're staying put, defending a single point and attacking as they come to us, that might work well. But if we're going to have to be mobile and moving across the map, maybe things will be a little bit challenging, but we'll see.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Right, so here we are. This is the northern point of the map. Here's our lance mate, and the objectives are simple. Keep the enemies from the germanium at start. We're off the map, which is annoying because it's hard to tell where we should be, and not helpful without any nav points either.
Targeting.
Here's our first enemy.
Incoming mechs.
How'd they find us?
Champion.
Target. This place was clean.
And an Orion.
Less talk, more rock. Left plenty of time to ponder it later.
Interesting that they're coming from behind us, or they're coming from multiple directions, it seems like. That was a mistake. I'll adjust our weapon groups and try again. So, lesson learned. A supernova cannot fire all 6 of its large lasers at once. Wishful thinking on my part. I think I got a bit carried away from that previous loadout with the pulse lasers working like it did. So let's not make that mistake again.
Online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
So we know that they're going to be coming
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
from around this way, but also from multiple directions, which we'll need to be mindful of.
Lead.
And we'll do our best not to blow up.
Targeting.
Here we go.
Heads up,
I will
incoming mechs.
comply.
It
How'd
was
they
a,
find us? Command said this place was clean.
Less talk, more rock. Left plenty of time to ponder it later.
Targeting.
We've got an Orion as well. No, we're not hitting them from there.
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
It is a good thing that we bought long-range weapons. Orion down. Sorry, our champion down. Orion next, and then we've also got 2 Orions.
They found us. They probably found it good.
Still wish we could see, but the lasers are doing the job.
I am unbeatable. Yes.
So that's the first Orion down. And the second. Sounds like the lance mate is enjoying that warhawk.
Targeting.
How's she looking? Didn't take much damage, and neither did we. I really don't like our map placement. It's very hard to tell where we are and in relation to everything else and what's going on. But what do you do? Might have to just stick with the radar rather than the map, which I don't like because I like to have my bearings, but if half of it is gone, we're not going to be able to see as much. Do we have time for a quick repair? I'm not sure we need it, but we want to be in tip-top shape. Maybe. We'll see how we go.
Stopped.
So I'll get a quick repair in, and we might try and get our lance mate to do the same.
As you wish.
We've got the time. I feel like we took them out relatively quickly, which I'm pleased with. The long-range weapons was definitely a good choice. If we were waiting for them to be right on top of us, it would be quite chaotic.
Another lance and back. What a surprise.
Here we go. Get straight into it.
Looks like they're trying to cut us off. Keep us away from the goods.
Think you're right. Let's show the error of their ways.
A pair of
Copy
Clints.
that, boss. Lead
I love those PPCs on the Warhawk. There's actually quite a bit going on here, so
Your butt if they reach the
the way.
goods.
Targeting. Understood. Targeting. Warm food. What's hours?
so there's also some assault mechs on their way. There was an awesome in there.
Targeting.
It's done. Second Clint.
I will comply. Targeting.
Or should we be focusing on this awesome? Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, nah. We need to go with what's closest. That's a silly strategy to be running off. And we should be using more of the terrain. We've got this natural bowl. Let's use it.
Yes.
Okay, here they come.
Yes.
So we lost an MFB, but that's okay. We've got this
Targeting.
awesome now. I'm not sure if he's stuck or what's going on there. But I'm not complaining if he is. Those PPCs are brilliant, aren't they?
Targeting. Targeting. Targeting.
Oh, that's bad. We just lost
Critical hit.
half of our weapons. But we'll push on. Can't stop now.
Mission failed.
Oh, it was as simple as that, hey? That's okay. So now we know what the game is. Keep them away from. Keep them out of that base. So we do need to be
Reactor
focusing
online.
on
Sensors
whatever is
online.
closest.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
They're not trying to destroy. I thought that they had to. That we just had to stop them from destroying a base, but no. It is keep them out of it. So we're going to follow the same strategy as before, which is we'll move out a little bit and
Targeting.
Heads up.
I will
take
Incoming
these
mine.
guys from
How'd
range.
they find us? Command said
We'll
this
repair.
was clean. Targeting.
Less talk, more rock. We'll have plenty of time to ponder it later.
We'll repair after these guys are done,
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
and then
Targeting.
look after the rest of them. We can win these trades with the at this range.
I am undefeatable.
Keep it up. Doing great.
Something's bugging me. They found us. They probably know about the goods.
Okay, last one.
I will
Put him down, please.
Core meltdown.
And he's done. So how did our lance mate hold up?
Targeting.
Bit of damage, but that's okay. We'll quickly get repaired. And then prepare for the next rush. So we need to keep them out of this little crater area, which again I wish we could see on the map. It would be a lot easier if I had a reference, or I was able to just have a visual reference of where we are in relation to that crater and where the enemy is. But what do you do? So hopefully we'll have enough time to get our Lance Mech repaired as well. She's doing an excellent job with those TPCs. So we want to keep her happy and keep her working.
All repairs are done. You're good to go. Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
I
We
need
have
no
arrived and are ready
repairs.
to deploy.
Yes, you do.
Time for repairs, huh?
Another lance of mechs.
Here
What
we
a
go.
surprise.
They're trying to cut us off. Keep us away from the goods.
I think you're right. Let's show them the error of their ways.
So we've also learnt that we need to
Lead the way.
take these lighter mechs seriously. All they need to do is
Kick their butt if they reach the goods.
Understood.
all they need to do is reach us.
Comply.
We need to
Targeting.
take them seriously. That's the awesome. We don't need to worry about him. But these lighter mechs need to go down. That Centurion is actually the one that got us. So we'll order a Lance Mech on a Centurion.
Targeting. Targeting.
Actually, we're both going to have to take him out.
Targeting.
The enemy is down.
That's frustrating. That is annoying. You know what's catching us out is that we can't see the terrain properly. That Centurion's got a straight run,
Online. Sensors online. Weapons
which
online.
the
All
plinth
systems nominal.
that I was focusing on doesn't have.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring
So if
now.
we were able to see the terrain, or if we had a clearer view of the terrain, you can see that this looks like it's a ridge that they are unable to come straight up. So they have to go around this ridge.
Targeting.
Heads up,
I will
incoming mechs.
comply.
Whereas
How'd they
that
find us?
Centurion was on a direct path,
This
so
place was clean.
Less talk, more rock.
lesson
We'll
learned.
have plenty of time to
I wish we
ponder
didn't
it
have
later.
to be learning through failure though, but
Targeting.
that's how it's going.
Targeting.
And same story, I wish I could see what we were shooting at over here because I'm not hitting.
Targeting. Launch detected. Shut down.
I feel like we're actually not doing as well this time.
Something's bugging. If they found us, they probably know about the goods. Damn.
Targeting. Yes. Targeting. Meltdown imminent. Core meltdown
Orion
imminent.
down.
Targeting. I am undefeatable. Targeting imminent.
Okay,
Lead.
so I took a bit of damage there, which was not ideal. Where is the field base? There they are. And
Targeting.
how's our Lance Mate doing? She's okay. She's alright. So, that Centurion is our problem because he is just charging straight for us. And 2 in a row. What did I say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So, he got us twice. Oh, come on.
Right, I've disengaged. Waiting arrived and are
If
ready
it gets
to
us the
deploy.
third time, that's going to be embarrassing.
Another lance
Ah,
of
come
mess.
on, this is
What a
not what we need.
surprise.
Okay, we don't have time.
Looks like they're trying to cut us off. Keep us away from the goods.
Think you're
Here we
ahead.
are.
Let's show them the error of their ways.
Targeting.
Put him down.
Lead the way. Targeting.
I'm
Targeting.
watching the map for that Centurion. As soon as we see him, he becomes our number one priority. And there he is. Oh, is it?
Targeting.
No, that's the awesome.
Targeting.
Centurion should come from
Here's the
my
gun.
left.
Understood. I'll be worm food before they get to us out.
Okay,
Targeting.
one Clint down.
Targeting.
Now we have the second.
Targeting. Targeting.
And here is that Centurion.
Imminent.
It would be easier to leg him, but can't do that reliably. Centurion down, okay. Oh, come on. Well, that is frustrating. That's frustrating. This mission is throwing us for a loop because it shouldn't be this hard. So I'm going to leave it there for now because I think I'm going to have to take some time, think about what we're doing, and figure out if this is actually the right way to come at this objective. I don't think we can take a lighter mech. We can't take a lighter mech and run off after them because we're going to be in trouble then with them coming from all directions. Don't know. Maybe this build, or maybe something else. We'll figure it out. I'll see what we can put together. But yeah, disappointing. And we were doing so well too. But hey, this is Pirates Moon.